we get passed across the floor. Goes into actually performing, get 2 chances. You cross your fingers you don't screw up too bad and disappoint Janine.
Or your bracelet doesn't get stuck.
Or your bracelet doesn't get stuck. Yeah, we have a whole combination of things. But once you actually sit down on the floor and we're all sitting there Indian style holding hands with one another, that's an undescribable moment.
But I always have this fear that I'm gonna have to be that girl that goes back and says, yeah, I know I danced last year, but I didn't make it to finals. I always have that fear. It's another fear.
Not even making it to finals?
I don't know why. Like, I just get so nervous that, like...
It's because Janine makes it very clear.
Yeah, like...
Your spot is not guaranteed.
You have nothing. I mean, you're on a Women of Prayer like everybody else. Like, I just feel like that would be so, you know, awful to be like, yeah, I didn't even...
Make it past the first day.
Yeah, I just feel like... But you never know. I mean, you absolutely...
I've seen it.
You never know.
I've seen girls take, I've never seen it thus far with a current veteran, but I've seen it with girls that take a year off.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
And they come back to the team and they think they've either got in the bag or we just assume they're gonna make it to finals and then they get cut.
Yeah, and that happened this year.
When Janine and Sherry came in to announce the final 36, one of the things that goes on in my mind is that, what is my number? Because sometimes we get several numbers throughout the whole audition process, but I'm just staring at my number and hoping she calls my number.
I have the list in my pocket. Let me pull that out. These are our final 36 finalists. All right, these are in absolute random order. 17.
And when they call their number, they're like, oh, okay, you know, they're smiling. But me, my reaction, I wanted to scream and like jump up and down and be like, oh my God, I can't believe I made it. But, you know, I kind of went with the flow with everyone else. I was just like, oh, yay, you know, but really I wanted to scream.
55, 21, 30, 77.
When I heard my number called to go to finals, I wasn't sure if it was my number. I was kind of like, did I hear it? Did I not? So I was really excited, but I was still questioning myself, like, was that really me? Is that really my number?
43, 29, and 85. There are 3 finalists remaining. 4, 52, and 11. Thank you guys so much.
I didn't expect to get into the finals. I try and go into things with an open mind and always expect the worst, yet pray for the best. So when I made the 36, it was definitely a relief, but I also knew at the same time that there was no time to rest.
When I made it to the final 36, I felt ecstatic. I was ready to work hard, give all that I could give, and I just felt really ready to get the job done.
Sure that we all understand the instructions for the week. Interviews, ladies, you'll meet for your interview at the corporate lobby where you registered today. Boot camp, we're gonna meet in the corporate office lobby each night, and then we'll go wherever we're going. Each night as we go, I'll give you more instruction for the next night. For now, just worry about Monday. Just looking to see how you shine this week and who's ready for the job, who's ready for the costume.
People are always surprised to find out that we weigh the interview heavier than any other component because we do so much work in the community. We travel so much representing the Magic, the NBA, the USA when we're entertaining troops. The dancers are not just dancers, they are company ambassadors. So it's extremely important to us that our dancers are mature, professional, well-spoken, intelligent, that they have the ability to just walk up to any fan, introduce themselves, thank them for coming to the game, and have a conversation with them. To a dancer that is not used to doing that, they're just used to going on the stage, performing and exiting the stage. That part of the job can be terrifying. If that is not part of their personality and not what they're used to, that part of the job is terrifying. So the interview process shows us each candidate's capability to just open up, speak, and give us a little taste of who they are and who they would be if we did put them out in the community as an ambassador. The most important question for us is, why do they want to be an Orlando Magic dancer?
I think it'd be an amazing opportunity. I've been dancing my entire life and I want to continue dancing, and
to be able to be out on the court with all the fans and the feeling that they give you and the adrenaline, and I think it'd be an amazing feeling, and I would definitely like to be a part of that.
Interview process, that was pretty intimidating. You're sitting there by yourself in front of, it was like 5 or 6 people, like asking you, throwing questions at you, but they made you feel really comfortable.
You've been with the Blue Crew now for a year.
Yes.
Why are you looking to make a change and become a magic dancer?
Well, I think you already know I dance with Julie. I do hip hop, and I actually want to get into the entertainment field. And so I believe that if I'm more versatile with dance, and I did the Blue Crew, and they needed like someone who was really outgoing and bubbly, I believe this would be a really good change for that. So the interview process actually went pretty well too, because I've worked with Shelly and Carly, and I've met Janine before, so it wasn't like I'm sitting in front of like a whole bunch of like people I don't know, so it was really comfortable.
I know that you're from the Titusville area, and just correct me if I'm wrong, your mom owns a dance studio over there, right? Did you actually, was she your dance teacher?
Yeah.
Growing up? Tell
When
us
I
a
was
little bit about that.
younger, when I was younger, I pretty much got put into dance classes as like my daycare. I just took everything, and I grew up loving it. She never really pushed me. It just, was born in me. I was trembling, shaking, sweating. I don't like situations like that, and having a panel in front of me, all of whom will have an input on whether I make it or not, and I was trying to make such a great impression and show them that I am what it takes to be an Orlando Magic dancer.